lesson at dinner, well, their children complain about not having their parents.
No, I do not raise this issue to complain or in any way elicit any kind of...
We complain, we tweet, we protest about the police, about...
Who accept reality as truth, who complain, and people who look at what can be, who make the most of any...
I don't go to Salzburg and complain about the crowds. I go to Salzburg and celebrate the crowds. Per country. Okay, don't complain about it. It's what they're asking for. Make the most out of that. And I just... And it's bad style. A lot of Americans complain about slow service. In America, time is money.
Just smack them about the head if they complain. Adjunct labour.
And did you ever complain, I don't have anything to do?
No, no.
So all they can do is complain about it, or get apathetic, or wait.
Not devout followers of God or of Moses, they begin to complain. Surely it's deeply insulting to God.
Prosecutors often complain about with juries. So is there a way, do you...
He didn't just complain about society, but he replaced it with a real...
that have no problems but complain all day long. So...
And under the periods of course,
they began to complain of headaches, of sore throat.
And some people complain because they want it to be more general.
Call and complain. Where is it? They would if you...
20-year run, so we can't complain about that. That's as long as the run that the...
You publish and you get your paper in, and Jay can complain to the journal, but the paper's out.
We complain about our politicians speaking...
I don't have a lot to complain about, but it's just, you know, it's some...
And, you know, I did complain about this much of my childhood. And then when I got older, and especially as I started to support myself...
they complain about living near us, having to work with us, even
and more, and then complain that they're hungry, and sometimes they're not going through growth spurts, or so it's...
And they will be the ones first to complain about how dependency, you're building dependency in the Asian people. So
I think the truth is, and I don't complain about it, and for very understandable reasons, a lot of...
complain about that. You know, nothing's getting done.
If you don't get the right to complain about the person on your corner.
Viewed. Now, certainly, all of you can complain that these are imperfect systems.
It was not to complain, but to participate. You see,
and thanks, and I have yet to hear them complain about the amount of work they've had to do.
I know that a lot of readers complain if you put in
complaint from the far right, the people who you would expect to complain. And the reason is he brought them
things, which is we've found something to complain about, and we've gotten together.
And Gus Bekdash asks, he says, managers in technology complain about not having enough qualified women.
Usually to someone else to complain how thirsty you are. Or maybe even you run...
complain of lack of results and they're not hungry, it's very indicative that
If you're going to complain about trade imbalances, it's because you're doing what everybody else is doing, and now you want...
Some people listening might say, well, look, what you complain